Thanks Keeps for sponsoring this video.
I have done many experiments. Even though something sometimes is a fail, we always learn something new. Today is no different because you asked for this and I'm not gonna let you down. Today, the 1-month chicken dry age experiment. Let's begin.
And everything starts off with chicken. This is a regular chicken. There's nothing special to it. I just got it on my supermarket. Now you all have asked me to dry age chicken because that's what it's done in Japan. But not only do they dry age chicken, they also eat them raw. Yes, raw chicken. However, I am not sure about that one. So to dry age the birds, the first thing I'm gonna do is to tie up the legs. Then using a hook, I can hang them on my dry ager so that they can dry up. In Japan, as far as I know, they have dry aged chicken up to 45 days. I'm not going that far because after 2 weeks, take a look. That's what it looks like. This thing is getting nice and dark and it is bone dry. The breast is impressive and so far there's no off smell. It seems to be just fine. So I went ahead and moved it to the side and added another chicken in there. This one I'll be letting it dry age for 2 weeks and the first one is going to be for 30 days. But I decided to go even farther and dry aged one for 3 days. As in the end results, this is what I was left with. You can see that the skin got a little bit dry, which is what you want. Dry skin means crispy skin. That is a good thing. The wings, as expected, since it does not have a lot of meat, it dry outs quite quickly. And here's the one for 2 weeks. I mean, take a look at the difference. It is much drier. The meat throughout the whole thing got a lot darker. And honestly, it looks fantastic. But there's one thing that is a little sketchy. That would be the smell. It is difficult to explain, as it's a mix of dry-aged meat, sourness, bitterness, and sweet. I know that sounds weird, but that is what it smells like. So I have no idea what to expect with this one. And here's the one that was dry aged for a month. This one is much drier, but you can clearly see there were some spots that was not dry aged. At the same time, I think this is one of the reasons they call this dark meat. The breast, on the other hand, there's not much differences from the previous one. And one thing that surprised me the most is that this one does not smell bad. It actually has no smell whatsoever. So right at this point, I got really excited to find out how it was gonna taste. However, this thing is bone dry. Adding seasoning to it is just a complete nightmare. I mean, take a look. Everything just falls off, and I did not want to get the skin wet. If I did so, I would lose the crispiness. So the next thing I thought was to go ahead and add some brine solution into it. However, if I did that, it would modify the flavor. And since we went to so much trouble to dry age this thing, the last thing I want is to see some off flavor from a brine. So I decided to go ahead and cook it unseasoned. Outside we went into my smoker. So I went ahead and set my smoker to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Threw my chickens in there and I was excited to find out what was gonna happen. And after about an hour, the internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit was reached. And I mean, take a look at this one. The skin is extremely crispy. It's perfectly cooked. As I open it up, it just smells fantastic. And the breast is extremely juicy. Now here's the one that was dry aged for 15 days. This one is a completely different story, even though they look quite similar. As soon as I opened it up, oh boy, the smell that came out of this thing is not good. I immediately quit right there. It's just way too potent to continue. Lastly, we have the one that was dry aged for over a month. This one does not smell that bad right now. So I went ahead and grabbed my knife and started to open it. And as soon as I did, everything went south. And I literally mean everything.
What do you guys think about this experiment? And before we try it, I want to thank today's sponsor, Keeps. Yes, I know what you're thinking. It is too late for me. But it is not too late for you, my friends. You still have time. And with Keeps, you get to keep your hair. With Keeps, you get affordable, personalized, expert-recommended hair loss treatments that are clinically proven to stop hair loss and improve hair growth. You don't need to visit a doctor's office or pharmacy. Plans are recommended by a licensed medical provider. And the best part, everything is delivered directly to your door. And if you have questions, no worries, they have 24/7 care and support with a network of expert medical advisors, prescribers, and specialists to support you keeping that hair. So whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of the hair you have, Keeps has you covered. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off your first order, go to keeps.com/GUGAFOODS or just click the link on the description. That's KEEPS.com/GUGAFOODS. Thank you, Keeps, for sponsoring this video. But now let's get right back to this insane experiment. All right, everybody. Today we got our chicken. As you guys can see, I'm not excited whatsoever.
Guga, I think
we're doing this for science.
Guga, there's nothing scientific about this. This is really, really bad, guys. If I had to describe the smell that we're smelling right now, it's kind of like a mix between fresh, like hot, nasty garbage and like radioactive waste. It's somewhere in the middle. It's putrid, it's disgusting, it hurts my soul, it's not good.
Putrid is definitely the word. I was hungry, I'm not eating.
Something went terribly wrong, everybody. I don't know what went wrong. I will say this, the regular one is fine. We can take a bite on it right now, but regardless of what it is, the other two are so extremely potent. It is unappetizing to even try this one. Would you guys like to try this one?
No.
I don't, I'm good.
This one right here is only dry aged for 1 day though. This one's fine. This is one of those experiments that I like to say that I like to do to learn things because you guys requested me to dry age chicken for this long. I've even heard that they do this in Japan. They must do something completely different than what I do because this went terribly wrong. One of the most interesting things for me is that this one right here that was dry aged for 2 weeks, it smells worse than the one that it was dry aged for a month. By the way, this is a dry age experiment.
What I have learned is the equivalent of dry aging a steak for a chicken is barbecue sauce.
Yes.
That's what I've learned.
I want to ask you guys something, right? The audience knows how much we can eat sitting here where we're sitting right now, smelling these smells. Are any of you guys hungry?
No.
No.
And I'll be honest with you, I have not eaten nothing the whole day.
Yeah, I was pretty hungry coming into this.
This one bring me vibes of the 1 month brisket that I cooked on.
Oh.
Was very, very rotten. This is not safe to eat. We're not trying it. I hope that it answers anyone's question that asked us to give this a try because this is not a good idea. Highly recommend you not even doing this.
Is this the first experiment that we don't eat?
Yes.
It is for me.
After so many crazy, insane experiments that I have done on this channel here, in GUGAFOODS, this is the very first one. We're not eating, everybody. It is not safe. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys know why this happened. Please put it down. We all want to learn why poultry is not a good thing to dry age for such a long time. What went wrong, how it went wrong. I'm sure you guys are way smarter than me and you will know what happened. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe.
After years perfecting it, it's finally available for purchase. Guga's Rub. My rub has been the go-to for many of you, and now this new revamped formula is better than ever. It's amazing on beef, pork, lamb, chicken, and my favorite, burgers. This rub is what I use in 90% of everything I cook. Get yours now at shopgugafoods.com. The link will be on the description.
Guga's Rub, baby. Get yours now at shop.gugafoods.com. Link will be on the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.